Unit 13.
Conversation. One. His name's Tom Baker. He's a student. He's in his classroom now. He's studying arithmetic. 2. He's listening to his teacher. The teacher's name is Miss Freeman. She's explaining the lesson. She's pointing to the blackboard.
3. What's his name?
His name's Tom Baker.
4. What is he?
He's a student.
5. Where is he now?
He's in his classroom now.
6. What's he studying?
He's studying arithmetic.
7. Who's he listening to?
He's listening to his teacher.
8. What's the teacher's name?
The teacher's name is Miss Freeman.
9. What's she doing?
She's explaining the lesson.
10. What's she pointing to?
She's pointing to the blackboard.
11. What's his name? Tom Baker.
12. His name's Tom Baker.
13. What is he?
14. He's a student.
15. Where is he now?
16. He's in his classroom now.
17. What's he studying?
18. He's studying arithmetic.
19. Who's he listening to?
20. He's listening to his teacher.
21. What's the teacher's name? Miss Freeman.
22. The teacher's name is Miss Freeman.
23. What's she doing?
24. She's explaining the lesson.
25. What's she pointing to?
26. She's pointing to the blackboard. 27. What's he pointing to?
He's pointing to the map.
What's he pointing to?
He's pointing to the map.
28. Why is he pointing to the map?
Because he's explaining a geography lesson.
Why is he pointing to the map?
Because he's explaining a geography lesson.
29. What's she pointing to?
She's pointing to the words.
What's she pointing to?
She's pointing to the words.
30. Why is she pointing to the words?
Because she's explaining an English lesson.
Why is she pointing to the words?
Because she's explaining an English lesson.
31. What's he pointing to?
32. He's pointing to the map.
33. Why is he pointing to the map?
34. Because he's explaining a geography lesson.
35. What's she pointing to?
36. She's pointing to the words.
37. Why is she pointing to the words?
38. Because she's explaining an English lesson.
39. Her name's Carol Baker. She's a student. She went to the cafeteria. She ate a hamburger and drank a milkshake. 40. She sat at a big table. She talked to her friends. Her friends' names are Sally and Mary. They're students too.
41. What's her name?
Her name's Carol Baker.
42. What is she?
She's a student.
43. Where did she go?
She went to the cafeteria.
44. What did she eat and drink?
She ate a hamburger and drank a milkshake.
45. Did she sit at a big table or a little table?
She sat at a big table.
46. What did she do?
She talked to her friends.
47. What are her friends' names?
Her friends' names are Sally and Mary.
48. Are they students or teachers?
They're students too.
49. What's her name? Carol Baker.
50. Her name's Carol Baker.
51. What is she?
52. She's a student.
53. Where did she go?
54. She went to the cafeteria.
55. What did she eat and drink?
56. She ate a hamburger and drank a milkshake.
57. Did she sit at a big table or a little table?
58. She sat at a big table.
59. What did she do?
60. She talked to her friends.
61. What are her friends' names? Sally and Mary.
62. Her friends' names are Sally and Mary.
63. Are they students or teachers?
64. They're students too.
65. The girls' books are on their desks. 66. The boys' books are on the floor. 67. The teachers' names are Mrs. West and Miss Freeman. 68. The students' names are Tom and Carol.
69. Where are the girls' books?
The girls' books are on their desks.
70. Where are the boys' books?
The boys' books are on the floor.
71. What are the teachers' names?
The teachers' names are Mrs. West and Miss Freeman.
72. What are the students' names?
The students' names are Tom and Carol.
73. Where are the girls' books?
74. The girls' books are on their desks.
75. Where are the boys' books?
76. The boys' books are on the floor.
77. What are the teachers' names? Mrs. West and Miss Freeman.
78. The teachers' names are Mrs. West and Miss Freeman.
79. What are the students' names? Tom and Carol.
80. The students' names are Tom and Carol. 81. What's the man's name?
The man's name is Mr. Baker.
What's the man's name?
The man's name is Mr. Baker.
82. What's the woman's name?
The woman's name is Mrs. Smith.
What's the woman's name?
The woman's name is Mrs. Smith.
83. What are the men's names?
The men's names are Mr. Baker and Mr. Green.
What are the men's names?
The men's names are Mr. Baker and Mr. Green.
84. What are the women's names?
The women's names are Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Johnson.
What are the women's names?
The women's names are Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Johnson.
85. What's the man's name?
86. The man's name is Mr. Baker.
87. What's the woman's name? Mrs. Smith.
88. The woman's name is Mrs. Smith.
89. What are the men's names? Mr. Baker and Mr. Green.
90. The men's names are Mr. Baker and Mr. Green.
91. What are the women's names? Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Johnson.
92. The women's names are Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Johnson.
93. My name's Tom Baker. I went to the library. It's a little library. I read a newspaper. 94. Then I listened to some records. 95. After that I looked at some books. I sat at a table. 96. I took one book home.
97. What's your name?
My name's Tom Baker.
98. Where did you go?
I went to the library.
99. Is it a big library or a little library?
It's a little library.
100. What did you do?
I read a newspaper.
101. What did you do then?
Then I listened to some records.
102. What did you do after that?
After that, I looked at some books.
103. Where did you sit?
I sat at a table.
104. Did you take any books home?
I took one book home.
105. What's your name? Tom Baker.
106. My name's Tom Baker.
107. Where did you go?
108. I went to the library.
109. Is it a big library or a little library?
110. It's a little library.
111. What did you do?
112. I read a newspaper.
113. What did you do then?
114. Then I listened to some records.
115. What did you do after that?
116. After that, I looked at some books.
117. Where did you sit?
118. I sat at a table.
119. Did you take any books home?
120. I took one book home.
121. Where are you going?
I'm going home.
Where are you going?
I'm going home.
122. Where are you now?
I'm at home now.
Where are you now?
I'm at home now.
123. Where are you going?
124. I'm going home.
125. Where are you now?
126. I'm at home now.
Bien amigos, gracias por seguirnos y queremos ayudarte aún mucho mejor a aprender el idioma inglés. Por eso te invitamos a participar de nuestra encuesta en la pestaña de comunidad del panel principal. Y no olvides comentarnos qué tipo de material te ayuda a mejorar tu aprendizaje. Okay, my dear friends, see you the next unit. Bye bye.